Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here. It's been a while. There hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. I don't want to talk about the same thing that everyone else is talking about. If we talk about the same thing, we got to talk about, angles. We got to bend the envelope where reality and conspiracy just about touch. So we'll get into that maybe in the second vlog. I think I'm going to do a couple tonight. The first one is on name, image, and likeness and TikTok. Are they geniuses or just really damn lucky? So the first thing is the name, image, and likeness. Quarterback Bryce Young for the University of Alabama. I'm not sure what his standing is as far as sophomore, freshman, senior. I think he's an underclassman with the recent immunity enhancement program and how the NCAA worked with that. I'm not sure what his actual status is. But anyways, Bryce Young, who was projected to be this year's starting quarterback for the University of Alabama. He has never started at Alabama, and he hasn't been declared the starting quarterback. He is the projected starting quarterback at the University of Alabama, has already signed endorsements of upwards of $1 million. $1 million. It's almost getting to be like before the rookie contracts, where the highest paid player on a NFL team was someone that's never even played a snap in the NFL or played it down. $1 million. I mean, where is Alabama? Tuscaloosa? Like I said, and I know football's big down in the Southeast, but football's also big, out in USC, Southern California, swimming pools, movie stars. It used to be the halfback school, but just think about the endorsement and the media frenzy that you could be involved with, being in LA. I mean, I'm trying to think. Snoop Dogg is a big fan of USC. Imagine if you were like a TikTok person or barely a TikTok person, but Snoop Dogg said, "Hey, I'll do 3 or 4 TikTok videos with you on your channel." I don't know. I mean, there may be a lot of money in that. I don't know. I don't know how the money is made on these social media sites. I have no idea. But I also got to thinking about Eli and Peyton Manning's nephew, Arch Manning, who they're talking about him being really better than Archie and Eli. And he might be a senior this year. But imagine he will be the number 1 ranked quarterback coming out of his class. I'm pretty safe in saying that. The amount of money that'll be thrown at that kid, and the incentives to go to that school that he's at for other players. I mean, we will from time to time have the best teams money can buy in college football. There's no doubt about that. There's some schools, I mean, I feel bad. Notre Dame, Michigan, I mean, the Big Ten schools, I mean, forget it. Maybe Ohio State, but not a big media presence in Columbus. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even mention that. The school down south. The school down south. Forget I even said that C word. The school down south. So I'm really waiting to see how how this name likeness and image thing, name image likeness thing really takes off for some of these high profile players. The next thing is TikTok. And I have to wonder if there's some real marketing geniuses behind some of this TikTok stuff. And the one in particular that's being given a lot of sort of airtime recently is for the band Greta Van Fleet. Now, probably a lot of you don't know who Greta Van Fleet is. But Greta Van Fleet is a is a rock band from Michigan. They're from Frankenmuth, Michigan, which is sort of in the center of the state, mid-Michigan, up around, I guess, Mount Pleasant. I've never been there. It's a big Christmas town or something. Never been there. But anyways, when they came out, they were on Saturday Night Live. I'm sure if you Google Greta Van Fleet Saturday Night Live, it'll come up. And that's really where some of the bigger problems for Greta Van Fleet started. It's not because they're not a good band. I mean, they're a rock and roll band, but their lead singer sounds exactly like, why can't I say, they sound like Led Zeppelin. Why can't I think of his name? And it's not that he just sounds like him, but the band really dresses the part of a 70s band. Their drummer uses the same drum set that Jason Bonham used. See, I can give you Robert Plant, I can give you Jason Bonham, or is Jason the son? John Bonham, but I cannot name the lead singer of Led Zeppelin, for crying out loud. Oh my God. Anyways, God almighty. But anyways, they were being associated with another Led Zeppelin. They're just another Led Zeppelin, and they do sound like Led Zeppelin. But they started this little TikTok thing. Now, I don't know if Greta Van Fleet started it. I don't know if it was someone that works for Greta Van Fleet. I don't know. But it was this little tiny clip of the singer has a habit of, I don't want to call them tics, but little head movements and smiling. And they put this little movement of him like smiling and turning his head and kind of flicking it. Well, then all of a sudden, there started a lot of people mimicking that little clip, the little side-by-side clips. And it was just a very short 10-minute clip. Well, then, what happens after that? What happens after that is they get some rather mature people talking about, well, hey, they do sound like, I'm not sure what all the fuss is about. I mean, I went out and listened to them, and yeah, they sound a little bit like maybe Rush, and they sound like Robert Plant, and he sounds like Geddy Lee. See, I can name Geddy Lee, Neil Peart, and Life. I can't even think. It's Life. I can't say his last name. I can name the guys from Rush, but Robert. He sounds like a Robert Plant, and a little bit of Geddy Lee. And they start talking about, but I went out there and I Googled some of their songs and listened to them on YouTube, and they were a really good band. So you get like the younger crowd kind of mimicking them. You get the band putting out the little clip that's almost like saying, roast us or roast me. And then the younger people out there roast them. And then the older people come out and talk about what a great band they are. I'm not sure if this is like marketing genius or just coincidence that this is happening for Greta Van Fleet. Are we going to get one? No, we're not going to. But anyways, I'm waiting to see how this name, image, and likeness turn out for some of these schools. And the Greta Van Fleet thing, if you haven't checked them out, at least check him out to confirm the fact that he sounds like a Robert Plant. I think their more popular song to this day, I think it's called the Highway Song or something like that. I have listened to them. They're okay. I wouldn't pay to see them. Thievery Corporation, I would pay to see. If you've never heard Thievery Corporation, look them up. So anyways, that's the end of this vlog. Treasure Trailer saying aloha and good day.